Welcome, my fellow citizens. Behind me you see, finally in the game, the Hull B. One of the most expected cargo ships in the game. This ship is nicely filling the void between large and small cargos, but this one has an open cargo. Also, I'm wearing his new armor, and also we have this new tractor beam. This is United Resource Workers, and I think it looks really nice. I like the blue, white and black paint, and definitely suits the vibe of the paint that I choose for the ship too. So on the first look, I would say that this ship looks much smaller than I expected. I was thinking this ship would be much bigger, but it's not. Also, I put the N15 cannons on this ship just because they look awesome. I know that size 3 cannot do a lot of damage anyway, and wearing these cannons just absolutely crazy beautiful. On my first look videos, I want to feel and see the ship for my first time, and also while I'm playing, discover more about the ship. So as I already see, the ship has a tractor beams, 2 of them on each side of the ship. And what I really like, this ship is really tall on its legs. Look at the size of that things. Now, I know when we are playing 2D, everything looks smaller. If I were using the VR, this ship would be absolutely crazy huge. Now look at the back. Look at these engines. This is huge. I hope that this ship has some power. Let's stand near one of those engines and check it out. Look at the size of this thing. Let me compare it to my character. Huge. What I also like is this landing gear. They're absolutely huge. Look at this. Compared to the size of the man. They actually have to be very strong if they want to carry this massive ship with a cargo. And look at those details here. Look how beautiful this thing is. This is a premium industrial ship, and I absolutely love it. I have to find where the entrance is because I have no idea. Okay, here it is. I really like how this ship looks, and I especially like this paint. There's more paints that I have to check in future, but for now, I haven't even checked the stock paint. I wanted to see this blue immediately, and I love it. So here's our elevator. And what I first like about this elevator, the elevator is huge enough to put the even Argo ATLS on it. Let's go up. And here we are inside of the ship. You can immediately see that this interior is partly borrowed from Stalanzer TAC. The design is obvious, the MISC. Okay, here on the left we have some suit lockers. Here on the right we have weapon lockers, and I think this is a bench to sit. Oh yeah, how cool is this? So you can nicely take your clothes off and on. We open this. I like that actually we have 2 doors here for the airlock. So the ship itself is not that wide, but it's much longer. And this ship will in future be able to dock, which is really nice. This is actually a medium-sized ship, but carries a large cargo. Alright, what do we have here? And what is that over there? I already have a leak on my new ship. Damn it, CIG, fix this. Anyway, this is the engineering console. And I think the rest of the components are here. I've only put the quantum drive XL1 because I don't want to haul with this bad quantum drive. Here we have more component access. It actually looks really nice. As we continue to the ship, I think we have more component access here. We have some kind of rooms here. Let's see this one. Oh, this is a captain quarters. No, this is a kitchen. It looks really nice. I love that it's everything blue inside, matching my outside color. Really, really nice. Look at this dining table here. Wow, I like it. Really nicely done. This paint actually suits the ship perfectly. Okay, this is a sleeping quarters. We have 2 bulk beds, so this is a ship for 2. You and your friend to go and deliver some cargo. Beautiful. Bathroom. Oh, look at this. We have a working mirror. It's actually a camera, but who cares? Nice. And it's actually in the colors of the ship that I have. Outside. I just love when the outside color matches the ship. Be aware this is not a stock paint. And look at this cockpit. Huge open space. But let's go and transform the ship. I want to see how good it is when it opens. And CIG didn't learn anything. I cannot still see my MFDs. I don't know who is designing these ships, but please people, think about MFDs. How the hell I'm going to fly my ship like this? Same thing with the Starlance attack. Why? I haven't met a single person that said, wow, this is a good design, and then hit an asteroid while watching his MFDs. Look how hard it is to use these MFDs. Come on, even with the Toby Eye tracker, it's just constantly... This is just pain in the ass. Anyway, this is the outside look. Outside look is really nice. Ship is beautiful. I don't know why the camera is so far away from the ship that it doesn't even load the guns properly. The camera should be actually like this, because this is a medium ship. We have 2 size 3 guns for the pilot. They are underneath, and we have a turret on top which actually the player cannot use. Why? Don't ask me, because it should be. This is a slaved turret, not the turret in which player actually should sit. So I think the ship with only 2 size 3 is just a little bit down. I know this is not a fighting ship, but I want to use at least 4 size 3 guns on such a big ship. But obviously I cannot do that. Close the ship. So this is how the ship looks when it's closed. And I think I know why the camera is so far away from the ship. I think it's because of that, when the ship transforms, it will populate the space around the camera. So let's just use that. Deploy. The marvel of the engineering. Wow. Guys, look at this. This now is completely different ship. And I like it. Now it is much longer, and now the camera is populated correctly. Wow. In my opinion, they did a really good job on how this cargo is stacked up. I just love it. Look at these bats. Alright, we have a beautiful sunset here on Orson. And wow. This is absolutely beautiful. Even without any cargo on it. It's stunning. Definitely this ship grabs attention. 5.69 quantum fuel. This is really awesome. Ship is actually really powerful. These engines are doing their job properly. And I'm coming out of atmosphere really nicely. Not the fastest one, but not the slowest one either. I think it's a little bit expensive for $260, $280 without taxes. The ship should have a little bit lower price. In my opinion, $200, $220 would be okay for this ship. Okay, let's deploy it one more time. Have to keybind this. Retract. Damn, this is so good engineered. I like it. The ship is 2 times smaller when you close it. Look at this. How crazy is this? Feels like a completely different ship. If you like hauling, this ship will definitely do its job. The downside of the ship is very low firepower, so you will not be able to defend yourself properly. You have to have one more player to defend yourself, which is kind of dumb. I should be, as a player, able to use the turret, and the co-pilot should be able to move it in more directions. Alright, now that we have seen the ship, it's time to put it to the test. Let's do a contract with it. Before we go do that, I want to see the top speed of the ship. Nav mode is 960. A little bit disappointed with this. The cockpit is a little bit shorter than the Frontal Lance attack, but still, the placement on MFDs is really bad. For the SCM guns, 145, boost 340. As I said, not the fastest one, but not the slowest one either. Alright, we got a medium hangar, and my ship is fully extended. Let's see if I can fit it fully extended in the hangar. I think it's able to fit. Yes, without any problems. Okay, we have a cargo here. Let's see it in action. So all I have to do now is pick it up. God, this is so easy. It's not a little bit good sitting there, but it's alright. Let's pull it out upstairs. I love how it immediately snaps. Let's see if we can put another one on top of this. Nope. So only one box. Well, this is 4 size. So I think we can top 2 box maximum. It would be cool if it could do this, but it cannot, yeah, because it's downlanded. Alright, I get it. Let's see how hard it is to position it underneath. Oh, no problem whatsoever. We have here a separator. Really nice. Alright, let's jump into the turret and try to use the turret. Let's see if it's better than a tractor. Okay, left side works. So yeah, really easy to use a tractor beam. If you like doing cargo missions, you're gonna enjoy this ship. I would still prefer ATLS over this. It would be cool that we can decide whether we want to medium hangar or large hangar, and that would be viable by doing this. When we are close, we are getting the medium hangar. When we open the ship, we are getting large hangar. I think that would help this ship tremendously. Okay, let's make it a little bit better arranged. Alright, here we are landed. Now, as I was saying, this ship would be suiting much more the large hangar. and because of this limitation we cannot land the ship properly on the medium hangar. So look at this extra large hangar. I can do perfectly offload my cargo. It's a little bit far away to use this tractor beam. I don't know, overall I like the handheld tractor beam better, or bring ATLS, because we also have a beautiful keystone paint for the ATLS. Wow, I like it, really nice. Okay, let's continue upstairs. Cargo. Definitely better to use ATLS or handheld tractor beam than the ship tractor beam. That's cool. Let's see if we can attach this to the grid. Oh, it seems I cannot put it on the grid. Nope. Let's see if it can fit the elevator. It should be able to fit the elevator. Yes. Alright, we can bring the ATLS on the elevator. All good, no problem here. So this was my first look of the ship. The ship is beautiful. I like every part of it except for the cockpit. I don't like that I have only two size 3 guns. I would love to use the turret on top also. I would love to be able to put my ATLS on the side of the ship. But those are just minor inconveniences. Overall, the ship looks really nice, and if you are a hauler, this will definitely fit you like a glove. What do you guys think about this ship? Write it down in the comments. Thank you for watching my video. If you think that I've deserved it, subscribe, like and share. Until next video, have fun my fellow citizens.